Hi everyone, this is Kurt with Axtreme-Guitar, and for this video I'm going to be doing a GuitarPro tutorial. I'm using GuitarPro 7. Now you may have an earlier version or you may not have it at all yet. It's something that's been around for a long time. I've been using the software since the earlier part of the 2000s, practicing songs that I wanted to learn, composing my own songs or exercises. I use it for a lot of the tablature that I create for my website and YouTube channel. You don't need to learn to read music to use it. It's solely based on reading tablature. And it's pretty easy to use as far as just simply clicking into the tablature staff and then just start typing in numbers for the fret numbers. It's widely used around the world, so if you are looking up a specific song, you're very likely to find at least one or more versions of that song. The one caveat to that is that many of the tablatures are user created, so you will find mistakes. So I generally will recommend sample a number of different versions of it and see if you find something a little bit better. There are quite a lot of things going on in the software. I mean, you've got these shortcuts on the left side here, and if you don't read music, you're going to say, what is all that? If you hover over something, it will tell you what they mean. For instance, I can see that some of these top note figures here give me captions. In the top half of the screen where you get all of the menu options, you can look at the tools or the section or effects. If you're just getting GuitarPro so that you can look up songs and actually hear them interactively or make adjustments to them, then you don't even have to really worry too much about some of these things here. Keep it real simple. So if you are interested in purchasing GuitarPro for computer and laptop, I've seen some reviews for tablet versions of it and they hadn't reviewed very well. I've never tried it, so I can't really speak on that, but I can say that the computer version for it is great in my opinion. What I'm looking to do with this video, I'm trying to show you how to adjust the speed. Now, what if I wanted to work on my speed training? So I'm going to use Eric Johnson, Cliffs of Dover. Let's hear the intro. Yeah, that's fast. Way too fast for me to do right now. So I want to slow it down and get that. And you know what? I'm not so much concerned with this first measure here. So I'm going to start where it's getting crazy. And maybe I'll just do these first two measures. And obviously I cannot play it at 100%. I probably can't even play it at 70%. So I'm going to go at 50%. But what if I, instead of just wanting to play it at 50%, I wanted it to increase progressively? Then I can either go with what the computer suggests here. I think it actually just picks up from where I left off last time when I was using it. But maybe I want to do a custom value. Now this shows that I can just do it at 50% and have a relative speed. But if I click here, I can say, okay, I am not ready to play this at 70%. I'm going to put it at 50%. I'm going to go up to 100%. I want to do step of 10%, which just means that that every time it plays through once, it's going to go up 10% until I reach 100%. But I could have it repeat. So if I said, okay, rather than going through it once, and then it goes up to 60%, and then once again, and it goes up to 70%. I want to play it 3 times at 50%, and then it'll go up to 60. 3 times at 60%, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to click that. Do not click what you've highlighted, otherwise you're going to lose what you were just trying to do. Instead, just go right up to the play button up here, and if you watch up here, it will change. Now we're going on the 3rd time, so you'll see it change to 60%. There we go. Okay, so pause that. Let's say I want to do a really, really weird timing. You know what, not 50%. Let me make it a little bit faster, and let's call it 67% to, I'm gonna go even faster, up to 106%, something weird. And I'm gonna bring it down to one time, so there's really no repeat. But we'll just do it that way, and maybe I'll even go to another weird timing, 13% each time it repeats. Same again, I do not touch this highlighted part, I hit play. And now it's at 80% already, 93%, 106%, and so on and so forth. So you get the idea. Now, the next area that I wanted to look at is how to search for songs. So if we open up, and I'm using Google, you can use any search engine and they'll work the same way. I chose Enter Sandman, and you know what? I'm gonna put the name of the band in there too, just so that there's no chance of finding another song that happens to be named Enter Sandman from a different band. So, name of song, name of band, GuitarPro tabs. Now, if you have GuitarPro 7 like I do, maybe I want specifically to look for GuitarPro 7 tabs. I don't recommend that because not a lot of people have GuitarPro 7, but let's see, if I take the first option here, it takes me to a reputable website, ultimateguitar.com, and it's taking me to what they have here. Now they have their version of it right here in their interactive play, but I want to save it on the computer for myself so that I can do it offline if I choose to, and I can make adjustments if I wanted to. So I'm going to scroll all the way down just below where they stop their tabs. And now this is what you typically will find, and it'll say, here's the download for GuitarPro. Now I can click on that, and you'll see down here, it comes up, but look, GP5. It's not GuitarPro 7, it's GuitarPro 5. But does that really make a big difference? Let's open it up in here. Sounds pretty good. And over here in this bottom section, there's all the different parts that this person did to make it sound as legit to the song as possible. And now I have nothing here, so where do I find more tabs? Well, if I go to rhythm 1, there's the ringing of that E power chord. I go to rhythm 2, they have that one happening also simultaneously. What about the lead one? Okay, that one too, slightly different from the other. Lead 2, James Studio, not sure what that is, but they've got many layers going on to add to the sound. Jason, that is supposed to be the bass guitar. So you see the 4 strings for a bass. Lars is the drummer. So we've got this drum track, which looks very strange, but it's because it's guitar tablature that you're doing this. And then the next drum track, so he doubled up. And some people will do that. This is a really well put together tab, which is nice. You don't always get that good of tablature. Take note, all of my tabs that I've opened are right over here. This one here shows that I made some adjustments, so I would want to save. If I want to save it, I can do that. Otherwise, I can just close it. I don't want to save it. I'm just going to leave it as it was. I don't need Cliffs of Dover anymore because I made my point there. But let's say this Enter Sandman. I want to look at, where is that lead part? Oh, look, I've found it. So we'll start it over here. Now for Speed Trainer, let's say I want to get up to half of this measure. You can do that. Maybe I didn't want to start at the very beginning of this. Maybe I wanted to start somewhere else. So I'm going to have to just re-highlight and do that. Now we have it at 100%. Do I want it to be at 50%, or do I want to incrementally do this, or do I want to take their suggestion? This is just going to do 70% start off time, and it's going up to 100%, and it's gradually increasing 10%, and there is no repeat. It's just one time. So we can do that. And then, you know what? I want this to be louder. I'm going to go to this track. And there we go. So that should get you pretty far if you're looking to look up songs, you want to practice getting faster, playing certain parts, any number of things that you're looking to do, you'll be able to do. It is intimidating at first, overwhelming with all the things that are going on in here, but hopefully I've covered all the areas that you really need. There are a lot of other tutorials out there that go in far more in depth than what I've just done, and guys that are far more knowledgeable using GuitarPro. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time.